Hello and welcome to my FA Cup round 4 predictions. I know there's 16 games this weekend. I will go through the games that I think are the most interesting, whether that's 10 games, whether that's 6 games, 8 games, whatever. I will be doing probably as many games as possible. Then the games that I don't think mean as much, like Man City Salford, which I don't think will mean much. I probably won't predict because it's quite obvious who is going to win that. So yeah, let's just dive straight into my FA Cup round 4 prediction. And we'll start with Friday night's game then, and Hull City taking on Chelsea. Liam Rosenior going back to Hull City should be an interesting one. We've also got Wrexham versus Ipswich in there as well on Friday night, but I'm not going to do that game because I don't think it'd be very good. This one takes place on BBC One, doesn't it, on Friday night. 3-2 win for Bristol City over Hull last time out. Disappointing. Chelsea drawing at home to Leeds last night. Cole Palmer missing a simple tap in that one, or missing just from 2 yards out from what I've heard. I haven't seen the highlights yet. I will watch them later on today. Head-to-heads look like this. Chelsea have won 8 of these games, 0 draws, 0 wins for Hull. Chelsea did win this game back in 2020 in the FA Cup, 2-1 away winners for Chelsea on that occasion. They also won in 2018 4-0. Last time they played, it was in the Premier League in a league game. Chelsea won 2-0 on both occasions. Chelsea are going to win this. I think Hull will score, but I think Chelsea are going to have too much quality in this one. We go for a 3-1 Chelsea away win in this one over Hull City here. Just because I think, well, Chelsea Premier League team against a Championship team, and I don't think there's going to be any issues for Chelsea in this one over Hull. 3-1. Burton versus West Ham United is on at 12:15. Then can Burton cause a big upset at the Pirelli here on Saturday lunchtime? It's the usual kind of games that do cause these kind of upsets are the Saturday lunchtime kickoffs. And can Burton Albion do it here? We'll have to wait and see on that one. West Ham picked up a 1-1 draw against Manchester United last time out. Burton haven't won in 5 games. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 matches for Burton Albion at the moment. 2-2 draw for them over Port Vale against Port Vale at the weekend. They've never played in a head-to-head, of course. I think West Ham will win this quite comfortably, though. I think I'm going to go for a... could I see an upset here? I think it might be tight. I think Burton might score first. I think these games do sometimes produce upsets. That's why I'm going to go for it. Only a 2-1 away West Ham win in this one. Maybe they get it done later on, maybe an extra time, who knows. But yeah, just backing the Hammers to get over the line against Burton Albion in this one. So yeah, Burton 1, West Ham 2. Burnley versus Mansfield, then we'll do it because it's 2 League One teams playing each other. Last time these sides did play was back in the FA Cup on the 3rd of January 2004, I believe, and that was a 2-0 away win for Burnley. Both sides had 10 men in that game, a bit of a bonkers game of football. Mansfield were down to 9 men. Sorry, Burnley had 9 men sent down to 10 as well, so it was a bit of a fruity game. Burnley lost 2 out of their last 5, 2 most recently, at home to West Ham, at home to... away at Sunderland as well. They've also picked up some decent draws against Spurs and Liverpool, and then beat Millwall last round, did they, by 5-1 in that one. Mansfield not won in 4, though. They did beat Sheffield United by 4-3 as well. Difficult one to call, though. I think Burnley will be looking to win this, obviously taking on a Championship, League One team at home who knocked out a Championship team in Sheffield United away from home. Can they do the same again here at Turf Moor? It will be difficult to say if they can. Burnley haven't kept a clean sheet in 8. Mansfield haven't won in 5. As we've said, I think Burnley win this. I'm going to go for a 2-0 home Burnley win in this one. I think it'll be quite a comfortable scoreline for Burnley in this one as they take on Mansfield. So Burnley to win quite convincingly over Mansfield. Into the 5:30 or the 5:45 kickoff, whatever you want to call it, and it is Aston Villa versus Newcastle. I did absolutely hate when they said when they were doing the draw, this is the tie of the round. No, it is not the tie of the round. It's 2 Premier League sides facing off against each other. It's boring, okay? Nobody cares. I care more about Macclesfield, Brentford, Birmingham, Leeds. Well, no bias intended. Grimsby, Wolves, Aston, Wigan, because the shocks might happen in those games. It ain't going to bloody happen in this one, is it? Anyway, rant over. Villa 2-0 win over Newcastle. Last time they did play back on the 25th of January, 0-0 draw on the 16th of August on that one. Before that, 7 wins for Villa, 10 draws, 12 wins for Newcastle United. Newcastle came here last year in round 4, to Birmingham, beat Birmingham City by 3-2 in that one. They go to the other side of Birmingham this year in round 4, and they take on Aston Villa. I don't know why I got a feeling Newcastle might win this. I think this will be a 2-2 draw, but I think Newcastle will get the job done on penalties in this one, just because I think both these sides will cancel each other out, and I don't think Villa are going to take this as seriously as they might do a league game or the Europa League. I think Unai Emery doesn't seem to care about domestic competitions, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, back at a 2-2 draw, Newcastle to win on a penalty kick. Liverpool-Brighton now then at Anfield. Liverpool will be looking to bounce back from that disappointing defeat at home to Manchester City by 2-1. Brighton also losing on Super Sunday at home to Crystal Palace. Back-to-back wins for Liverpool before that, though, FA Carabao and Newcastle in the Champions League and Premier League, respectively. Last time they did play earlier in the season was 2-0 home win for Liverpool over Brighton. 13 wins for Liverpool, 4 draws, 4 wins for Brighton on that one. Arne Slot, the manager of Liverpool, well, obviously, Fabian Hessler, taking charge of his Brighton side. Liverpool and Brighton have not drawn any of their last 5 matches against each other, and Brighton also haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 matches. Liverpool are going to win this one. I think Brighton will probably go for this, though, at Anfield. It depends what kind of team Liverpool do play. I'm going to back Liverpool to get back to winning ways in this one. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home win for Liverpool at Anfield here. I think they'll get back to winning ways, and yeah, Brighton beat Brighton quite comfortably, who are looking a bit crap in the Premier League just in general at the moment. So yeah, 3-1 to Liverpool here. Now into Sunday's games, where the best games do take place. And first of all, we have got Birmingham taking on Leeds at St Andrews. This should be a cracker. I will be there at this one. Leeds picking up a decent point away at Chelsea last night. Birmingham drawing only 0-0 to West Brom last night. Bit of a probably 2 drop points in that one. Did have a goal disallowed in the last minute through Damari Gray being offside, way off though. I didn't like the linesman, or well, from what it was portrayed on TV, it didn't go through till like 30 seconds after it went in. Back-to-back wins for Birmingham before that over Leicester and Oxford. Leeds did beat Forest over any spanking. It came at home to Arsenal. Could I see an upset on the cards in this one? Yes, with the St Andrews crowd. Yes, I definitely could. And Birmingham at home are quite imperious. 3-0 home win for Leeds last time they played. St Andrews was a 1-0 home win for Birmingham over Leeds. Their 5-4 win for Leeds over Birmingham back on the 29th of December 2019 as well. 10 wins for Birmingham, 3 draws, 9 wins for Leeds. I'm going to back Leeds to win this, though. I think the FA Cup run will come to an end here. I'm going to go Leeds to win this, but in extra time. I think it'd be 2-1 to Leeds. I think it'd be 1-1 at the end of extra time, and we'll be fighting and holding on, of course. I think, yeah, 2-1 to Leeds over Birmingham in this one. And, yeah, I think Leeds will win this just because they have better quality than us at the moment. Now into the 1:30 kickoff, where Grimsby take on Wolves, and could there be an upset on the cards here? Grimsby had that run all the way a few years ago where they beat Southampton, then immediately coming up trumps against Brighton, losing by, I think was it 5-6-0 in that game. In the quarterfinals, though, they did get to Wolves have lost 3 on the trot to City, Bournemouth and Chelsea. Grimsby back-to-back draws in the league. They also play tonight against Accrington. I don't know what's happened, of course, and neither will you probably by the time this comes out. Yeah, Grimsby take on bottom club Wolves. This should be a game at Blundell Park if they can get the atmosphere going. Yeah, Rob Edwards' side. They'll be looking for a cup run, as they're probably going to get relegated, so they're going to have to win this. But it's never easy going to Grimsby and Blundell Park, no matter what the circumstances. I think this is going to be an upset. I think Grimsby are going to win this, to be honest. I'm going to go for a 2-1 home Grimsby win. I think they'll make a fast start, and then they'll be holding on towards the end, as the Premier League teams do have a bit more legs in them towards the end of games. So yeah, back at a 2-1 home Grimsby win over Wolves in this one, and the first cup set I see of the weekend. Oxford Sunderland is next then at the Kassam. Sunderland should be should be a pretty routine win for them. In this one, they have played Oxford in the Championship last season. It was a 2-0 home win for Oxford over Sunderland. In that one, Sunderland did beat Oxford by 2-0 back at the Stadium in Light. 1 win for Oxford, 5 draws, 5 wins for Sunderland. They have also played in League One plenty of times in the past. Oxford and Sunderland have not drawn any of their last 3 matches against each other in a head-to-head record. That Oxford also haven't scored in their last 2 matches. They lost 3-0 at home to Norwich. Oxford drew away at Coventry as well, not particularly great for them. Sunderland did lose 3-0 to Arsenal most recently. Sunderland also did beat Burnley in there as well, 3-0 all recently. They do play against Liverpool. Will that take a toll for Sunderland tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Although I think Oxford played last night as well, so that might also play into the effect there. I'm going to back Sunderland to win this. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away. Sunderland win for Reggie Labree's side in this one. I think they will have too much quality over Matt Bloomfield's Oxford United in this one at the Kassam. So, yeah, 2-0 to Sunderland here. Stoke versus Fulham is next in what should be a good battle of a good championship, a half-decent championship team and a good Premier League team. Of course, Stoke did draw away at the weekend to West Brom. They've not been on the best of form, have Mark Roberts Stoke, but they're still picking up points here and there. At the moment, back-to-back losses for Fulham, losing away at United, losing at home to Everton isn't particularly great. 3-2 away win for Fulham. Last I did play in the Championship in 2022, that was. 3-0 home win at the Cottage for Fulham. They've never drew against each other since 2010. 6 wins for Stoke, 0 draws, 8 wins for Fulham. Fulham have always usually had the upper hand on Stoke, bar the one time in 2019 and in 2014 when they did play and Stoke beat them at their place. We know Stoke's injuries, we know the thing they've got there, but I still think they've got a few decent players in that team, and they still will give Fulham a bit of a game here. I'm actually going to go for a 3-1 Fulham away win, though. I think Stoke will score just because they're at home, but yeah, I think Fulham will have way too much quality. However, an injury hits Stoke anyway, and Fulham will win by 3-1 at the Bet365. Arsenal-Wigan is your 4:30 kickoff, and I think the only reason they put this on at 4:30 is there could be a potential of an upset with Wigan involved, of course, but I don't think it's going to happen here at the Emirates. Arsenal have won 4 games on the trot. Wigan have lost 4 games on the trot. Also just sacked Brian Lowe and did lose last night to Reading. Yeah, Arsenal should win this or absolutely batter Wigan, you feel, in this one here at the Emirates. They did play last time in 2014 in the FA Cup. Arsenal won that game on penalties, but that was at the DW back then. I know it was at Wembley, sorry. It was in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, of course. 5 wins for Arsenal, 2 draws, 1 win for Wigan. Wigan do love a bit of a cup run, don't they? Are they going to get another one? This season they take on Arsenal at the Emirates. It ain't going to happen. They're going to get absolutely battered by Set Piece FC here under Mikel Arteta. I'm going to back Arsenal to win this. I'm going to go for a 5-0 Arsenal scoreline. I know the cup sets might be saying Wigan to cause something here, but personally I don't see it. I think Arsenal will win and absolutely batter them by 5-0. And then into Monday night, and it is Macclesfield taking on Brentford at 7:30 at the Leasing.com Stadium. Macclesfield, 4 wins out of their last 5. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 6, though they do like to concede a goal or 2 to Macclesfield. Brentford, they take on a Brentford side that's got 2 back-to-back wins over Villa and Newcastle away from home. They're looking really, really good away, and that doesn't particularly bode well for Macclesfield Town in this one. Yeah, they take on Keith Andrews' side, who should win this routinely, but after what happened to Crystal Palace, Macclesfield can go and win this. Of course they can. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can win this. Macclesfield caused 2 upsets. No De Silva and no Fabio Carvalho for Brentford. Probably 2 players that would play in this game. But yeah, I think Macclesfield, I just think their cup run might end here at home to Brentford, and that is why I am going to back Brentford to win this. I'm going to go for a 1-0 away win for the Brentford team in this one, and them to beat Macclesfield by 1-0. Thank you very much for watching my FA Cup Round 4 predictions. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And I'll speak to you all on the next one, I'm going to do some sort of VFL predictions. Tomorrow for the weekend's games, I didn't realise that they were kind of joint into this match day. But yeah, I will do Championship, League 1, probably League 2 as well. All joint in with that. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all on the next one.